Welcome back here once again, everyone. Now, I know I'm a little late with this review, but there's a reason for it because I've had to start pacing myself when it comes to watching these series and that they put out. Usually, I just a binge watch all episodes one time and done, but because I don't have much good things to watch on TV, they watch good things that they put in out. I've had to start to pace myself and watch probably like a one episode at least sort of thing just to try and stretch it down. The same way I did with Reacher. Now I'm gonna cover Lookism today, right? It's based on a Korean manhwa or manhwa. Basically, let's say a Korean manga. I started reading it a few years ago, but I stopped because why was I stopped by? I had picked up something else I was reading at that point in time, and that's why. Yeah, I had. Oh, no, I remember. It was Solo Leveling that I started to read, and that's when I had stopped reading Lookism. But I thought it was that interesting manga, so I do have some knowledge about it. And now that they've made an anime about it, I'm going to approach this review as someone who hasn't read the manga yet, right? So it's going to be a pretty we're gonna be a review from a first person seeing it type of thing. All right, so it basically breaks down like this. There's this high school student named Park Hyung Suk, and he's this overweight, unattractive individual and gets bullied every day for it, and I mean mercilessly bullied. That's kind of an ongoing theme in this thing. People who are deemed unattractive are treated like not even human beings. Honestly, I mean, there's this one part where this guy who's also a student in school and does some rapping, and he's on a bus, and the bus has to suddenly stop, and this lady stumbles there, and he offers to help up, and she repels from him like he's some kind of leper, and it keeps happening throughout this entire thing, and you get to see that sort of an ongoing thing, and the whole name of it, Lookism, is based on how people judge by how they look and the treatment. So Park Hyung Suk is mercilessly bullied on a daily basis. I mean, to the point where, he's in the bathroom and forced to roll on the ground and lick up stuff. And now it's like they're doing this not to get beaten up, but they still get beaten up. And badly, I mean, bruises, if not, contusions. You gotta wonder where the teachers are because they're never around, and these so-called students are just allowed to mercilessly beat those who they deem unattractive, to the point where you have to wonder why are the unattractive ones even bothering to do anything, because they use them as gophers, as punching bags, and they just keep allowing it. So he keeps getting beaten up, and he ends up taking out his anger on his mother. She's it's just the two of them. They're poor, and the mother does work to try and help them, but he can't express that he's being beaten up, so he takes out his anger on her, and he doesn't mean to, but it does happen, to the point now where she ends up at school and sees him getting beaten up, and then he asks for a transfer so he could go to a different school, try to start over, living on his own. Okay. And then in his first day in the city, he accidentally bumps into this girl and tries to help her up, and she's repelled again by him. And I think her friend or boyfriend, whatever, comes and starts mercilessly beating him in the street, and people are just recording it. Then nobody tries to stop him, nothing. They just record him getting beaten up. So, lo and behold, he's pretty much devastated, goes to sleep that night, and then when he wakes up the next morning, he's in a new body, literally in a different body, right? He's in a different body and his one body is lying there, so he now has two bodies. His new body is tall, handsome, muscular, everything that his old body isn't. And when one body goes to sleep, the other one wakes up, so he could switch between them. And the entire show, the entire 8 episodes, because it's just 8 episodes and it's done really well. The animation style that they use is different from the manga. The manga has a more gritty look to it, but this animation style is a lot more fluid and, streamlined and brighter. And so for the animation really does look good, but you get to see how different things are. He's treated one way in his tall, muscular, handsome body. Women are absolutely amazed by him. All of them want to think with him. But when it comes to his other body, he's repelled and scorned and all of this. And he meets different people as he goes along that do different things. And he gets a chance to see how life is different from each. I mean, he ends up meeting the same guy who beat him up on the first day. He's in his class. He ends up knocking him out. And you get to find out that his new body has some things that are strange about it. The body seems designed to be able to fight really well. It's got a lot of strength, stamina, speed, these sort of things. And then he gets to meet his other people at his school. There's there's Bosco, who is like some kind of Robin Hood type figure in the school. He's strong as hell, he could fight, and he doesn't like seeing unattractive guys and things being bullied and all that thing. So he will beat the crap out of anybody who tries to do that. And he misunderstands Park Young-suk as being one of those people who's taking advantage of other guys, and he tries to attack him and gets knocked out. Because like I said, the body is designed to fight. But Bosco is an interesting character because you're wondering what are his motivations. And you also get to find out that Park Young-suk, in his other body, his fat, unattractive one, even though he can't fight, he apparently has some skill. Because when he tries to hit a punching machine, he misses it by a mile, but the speed he does it, that actually cuts the bag. Yeah, so apparently his original body has some skill to it. So there's also this other character, I believe his name is Han, or is it the Hong Jae-yul or something like that? Their names are really hard to pronounce, honestly. But he has this, his hair is overgrown over his eyes. He never speaks. He's apparently quite wealthy and he's mysterious. He doesn't speak at all. But he actually goes out of his way to help Park Young-suk, and you get to find out that even though he's mysterious, he really is a nice person. And that's the thing about it, that each one of the characters that they introduce have different personalities, have different things that they're doing, and it blends together really well. When he goes to his new school, as this female classmate who instantly takes a like to him and does everything to try to get in a relationship with him, he also gets to realize how different things are, because when she sees him in his muscular body, she's head over heels. When she sees him in his original unattractive body, once again she's repelled by it. And the bullying and stuff, and the way things are contrasted in this entire thing really shows how different looks can be and how they can affect people's personalities and their behavior towards you. And that's really what's interesting about this series. The animation, as I said, is really beautifully done. The characters and things are all interesting. Even the bullies and all are somewhat interesting. Stupid as hell, but interesting. But what was really, really freaking amazing, it was really well done. It was like that. They had them all, then the different characters and things dancing and stuff. It was really nicely done. The opening song and the opening animation thing was really well done. I'll give them that. Really, really well done. And then, he ends up finding out that there's this other student at school who's also just kind of like him, fat, unattractive and thing. But this guy is a rapper. He's really good at it. He knows how to. He even wants to be just like Eminem. He constantly writes lyrics and all of this stuff. And he's in the music class at his school. But once again, just because of looks, he gets overlooked by these three other losers in his class who constantly bully him, take advantage of him and all sort of stuff. They apparently could do some singing as well, and when all of them go for an audition, they choose them based on how they look and not him, even though he has way more talent than them. So he goes to Park Young-suk and asks him if they could perform together at this music festival, and they spend time really rehearsing and everything. And when time comes now for them to do their song debut, they really do crush it. Even though I could not understand a word of what they were singing because it's in Korean, they do a really good job, really amazing, blow the crowd away, win. And when the music producer who ignored the other guy the first time comes over to them to looking to offer them a chance to work with his company, he goes straight for Park Young-suk and ignores the other guy because of the way he looks. So you get to see things don't really change, and this is the thing about it. The way they set up this anime, just like the manga, is done really well. It shows you the inconsistencies of life and how people judge you by the way you look and all of this. Even with that, the guy he refuses to give up. He still has heart and he still loves his music and he wants to keep making it. And there's that. You get to meet other characters as well. It's even hinted at that he may not be the main star. Park Young-suk may not be the only person with two bodies. No one has spotted for you, but he may not be the only person with two bodies. So there could be others. There's more to come. Anybody who's read the manga knows that there's more to come. But I'm just saying, it sets it up really well. It gets you interested. This is the way something's supposed to be. Even for 8 episodes, you are invested in it. You want to know what's happening, and you're looking forward to season 2 to see what's going to happen. Overall, the animation quality was really good. Story was done interestingly. The characters, regardless of who they were, you were interested to see what would happen with them. You want to know what's going to happen to the main lead. You set up a nice mystery to say that, there may be more to what's going on with his body than meets the eye. There may also be somebody else who has two bodies also. All of that is done really well, and they give you enough in this first season to make you want to see what's going on in the second season. There's been no word yet if there's going to be a second season, but I really do hope, I think that they will do it. Final rating for Lookism, I would give it a 4.1 out of 5. It is really worth looking at. It's a great anime. If you haven't seen it yet, you really should. That's it for me right now. If you have any other opinions and stuff, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. I shall see you all next time. Take care.